calling Microsoft. I am going to the headquarters in Redmond, fucking Washington, and fucking hitting on who's the CEO now? Steve Ballmer? Well, no. I would say Phil Spencer, but Phil Spencer is the head of Xbox. It can't be Phil Spencer. Has to be like Steve Ballmer. I'm pretty sure Steve Ballmer. I'm going to shit on Steve Ballmer's desk. I fucking allowed an update to go through, and of course, I didn't even remember, because you know it's only every 2 months or so that I update my computer. You showcasing that I did it sometime last month or something like that. I don't know. That when it updates, for some reason OBS just goes, or the computer just goes, no, your default is not this microphone anymore. It's something else. Reset it. Re-fucking set it. And I hate it. What a fucking Christ. Anyways, hello Freezy, hello Ticonderoga. And this was not an excuse for me to allow this weird Eggman song to last through the intro. That wasn't my intention. That wasn't my intention. Anyways, we're on a boat.
Zava, Green Man, my good sir, why is there a tweet from you saying the bomb chew girl likes getting eat out?
Because if you saw the image that I saw, you two would look at that and go, damn, why does her fucking eyes look like she's getting eaten out? I mean, she was going cross-eyed. She's cross-eyed in that image. Don't you see? She's cross-eyed. She's totally cross-eyed there. She is. You can see she's cross-eyed, and that means orgasm. No, don't Xavier me. No, hold on. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm. Where is it? 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 Has to be here some. Where was it? Fuck. I thought it was in my notifications. Because I know someone fucking favorited it. Fuck it. Let me just go here to my tweets. My tweets. Where is it? Did I bypass it? Supremacy quests. Schedule. They have now. Oh, here it is. Okay, it was July 10th. Wow, that was only like 2 days ago. Why the fuck couldn't I find it? Okay, hold on. For some reason, fucking goddamn Twitter's being a shit. Yeah, I know, but like I get it, Ticonderoga. I get it, but like I have to do this for the people who are watching the VOD. But okay, tell me her eyes aren't cross-eyed. Tell me she isn't being cross-eyed right there. Those eyes are crossed. If her mouth was agape, then it would be 100%. But she seems like she's a silent type. You see the smile on her fucking face. You know how does that mean she's getting eaten out? You don't look. Where's her eyes going? What is she looking at? She's not looking at anything. She's halfway to Agehao. And that's how you know. She's halfway to an Ahegao, and I don't see any dick. I have read a lot of porn, Breezy. I've read a lot of porn and hentai. I know what they look like. Okay? There, we fuck it. We're on a boat. Fuck you. We're on a fucking boat. Let's go back to the game.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that, Jill?
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Oh, he's just there waiting.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them, condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
What are you gonna do?
Grigo's gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
You know, the closer you get, the harder it will be to dodge.
It's now or never. I'll find her.
You're just gonna stand there? Hello, everyone.
Bloody hell! Hard a starboard!
Oh, hey, there's still regular people on this ship. I thought there was like no regular person on this ship.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
Cut him down! Stay down!
What? You think Barnabas has...
Stay down!
I'm not answering those questions right now. They're not clones of him. They're just creations of some fucking femboy. New enemies approach from every— oh god damn it. Where's the guy? There you are. Whack. Yeah, by technicality. But then again, clones kind of imply there's an original that isn't a clone somewhere out there. What? Maybe his brother. Do you think Naruto came back Hinata with his shadow clones? Absolutely. I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation before in other places. When I've stated that Naruto is much more interesting than like Harry Potter, because you know every single ninja uses their abilities in sex. Meanwhile, I don't think that fucking a single wizard really uses magic during sex in fucking Harry Potter. Yes, it has been talked about many a times before, because I do believe it as a fact. Come on. Oh no, god damn it, I was right there at 4. Oh well. Do it. Here. There. Drag it down. That's healing her body. You could do some intense BDSM, I guess, but like, I guess you could technically regrow bones and break every single bones in a person's body, but like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the weirder shit. Like, you know, fucking Hinata has probably taken the strap to Naruto while he's like as a girl.
I would Sasuke uses the Chidori to give Sakura a little shock, but we all know Sakura's gash mad dry with some cobwebs and shit cause that man don't fuck her.
I have never fully read My Immortal, but I would also sit back and say that My Immortal is fan fiction and therefore not canon to the abilities of sexual favors. Okay, yeah, but like the polyjuice takes like over a month to fucking make, Avalon. So it's like you legitimately have to take the fucking polyjuice and do it over the course of like, make like a batch for like once a month, and it takes the entire month. Strong time turn is
No! There he is! The king wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Extra seconds!
But what I'm saying is that it's a lot of work, and even then you still have to have the DNA of the person you want to turn into with the polyjuice, right? So like, you could do the weird twin cest, but like, that's obvious, but it takes a while. Just take your wife's DNAs and vice versa. But then you have to make 2 sets. I'm saying it's a lot of work versus Naruto, who could just like shadow clone out of nothing. Oh wait, there's still a fucker here that's healing. You fucker.
Farewell.
Which Akatsuki member gives the best head? By the way, I'd fuck Kisame no cap on God.
Wait, what about that guy who has the... No, does it count as head when there's mouths on your hands? That turns the time turn on its own, have probably just put... But don't you have to, like... That's so convoluted for, like, just the most basic of shit.
Freezy is making plans to collect Sakura's DNA.
And what I was gonna say is, what was the guy with, like, mouse for hands? I don't know if that actually counts for giving head, but... Maybe? Maybe him? I mean, he knows how to probably work a shaft.
Well done.
Fuck. Daidara. Yeah, that him.
Nice try. Nice try.
I forgot to do this as well. Yeah, but theoretically, get multiple president if you want. Shit. I will say, yeah, Rowling didn't really truly think of the world when she was writing fucking Harry Potter, considering how many things within the entire Harry Potter universe can be solved with gun, or how the most powerful spell a wizard can cast is basically gun. Where I need to go? This way.
Itachi would give the best head because you do it while you're in that Tsukuyomi and make your nut last 72 hours.
Feel my neck! What the hell are you?
Wait, is there a chest here? No, there isn't. Okay.
There are many of us.
David, can you do the hand sign? No. Yeah, I guess they are. All them different spells.
Jill,
You came.
get back.
But at the same point in time, gun.
I'll explain later. Hands.
If only Harry Potter had a gun, then we could have solved the Voldemort issue.
Can you walk?
Like Naruto. I know of stuff from Naruto. I am not a super weeb that sits there and consistently reads Naruto. I've only consumed Naruto via the what's it called?
Are you not the
The
dominant
games.
of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Jesus.
We all know Kiba's mom WSA Mad Dog pilled.
Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, but Bahamut's Bahamut. This motherfucker split the ocean in twain. Bahamut could have destroyed the planet with Zeta Flare.
Hey, listen.
No, I'm not about to loot the Moses.
But to where?
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's
What?
autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive.
Listen.
That's so dude. Shh. It's Odin.
Jill.
I get it, Dark Knight, but he doesn't have a great big sword like Dark Knights do.
We don't have to do this.
Hey,
Oh,
work
but
a little
we
harder.
do. If only to remind you of your duty.
Okay, so all it is just like Sleipnir, but just a little bit different.
In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods.
Nice try.
Defend yourself!
Dex!
I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might.
What? These are those paladin on the armor.
Rise, Mythos.
Shit, I can't really look right this second, considering
Dex!
I am trying to deal with his bullshit. God, I already have a feeling that I need to be doing this. Fuck.
I shall cut you free. Raise your guard.
Iron Flash in 5. Oh god, this is a DPS check that wasn't way.
2007 to 2020, the world's oldest alligator was an alligator in the Moscow Zoo. It was born in 1935, gifted to the Berlin Zoo in 1935, transferred to the Moscow Zoo in 1945 after being rescued by Red Army soldiers during the Battle of Berlin at the end of World War II, where it would live till its death in 2020. Also, it was one of 96 animals that survived World War II from the 16,000 animals that Berlin Zoo had pre-war.
Thank you, TK, and also welcome in, Jadowski. Okay, that was just like impossible then. Because this is definitely a cutscene.
You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive.
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name.
What?
We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few.
Shut up, bitch!
Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is? Burn to the ground!
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need
Yes, I
your
see, Avalanche, shut up.
salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try.
I don't think you can outrun the fucking waves.
Don't look back!
Clive bested. Damn.
You suck.
Hey. Shh. Victory. Clive bested.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led.
Hey, work a little harder.
Naked.
We need only wait till dawn.
We got nudity out of it. It's fine.
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. And powerless against him.
Then maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for, of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
He's technically touching her chest,
I'll
but
give you the strength to bear it
wait,
alone.
this is sex.
But I'm not alone.
This isn't sex. This is sucking the weird power out of your body.
My pain, my sorrow. I see now that they are all a part of me.
Strong sucking. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Continue on. Having pledged life to those I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
Kiss, 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 kiss. Hand on pee-pee. Kiss, 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 kiss.
We will find a way to escape this fate.
Clive's man nipples.
Find a way to save each other.
Kissing her hand isn't the same.
That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive.
Vai
I will
aarde
be
sinä
there.
sneaket.
Shush.
No matter what
Shut up,
you
Cuban.
must
Shh.
become.
They need to dry their clothes.
No.
Yes. I'm waiting for them to kiss.
I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Come on. There, yes! They did it. They kissed.
Ruine de Kissier.
They kissed.
Not. Not. Not.
Ah!
Not.
God damn it.
Why didn't she just make a nice cave, and when the water landed, they float to the top? I'm very intelligent.
That would still require them to swim.
Oh good, the sinners put their clothes back on.
They did it. That's the look of them having done it. They fucked. And Torgal watched.
What of Barnabas?
They had premarital sex, now they go to hell for eternity.
Nah, that's not how it works.
Our paths will cross again soon enough, whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last mother crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
The Promise. Yeah, that's where they were. Which is in the blighted part of this area. Achievement Big Sexo. And then we fucked. Wasn't that great for us, Tellus?
She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Across the Narrow. Power Vice, Shiva's icon.
One thing I wanted to ask, because this falls into this. Why is it that so much of Japanese media is Gnostic?
Not
Angels,
always.
God, and order is always evil. Why did this become a thing, and why is it everywhere?
I don't think it's always that. SMT has a very big order and chaos type of thing, but they always paint both sides as both, like, kind of evil, or it has their own problems. Dragon Quest does not do this, because the church is always kind of correct in that. I think it comes down to, like, some of Final Fantasy. Like, definitely 13, but, like, that's about... 13 and 10 are the two types of things that remind me of the church is evil, because it's usually opportunistic. Centers in order between order and chaos, okay? But, like, I don't think it's always that. There is some cool shit between the two, but I think most of it is to showcase that a side isn't always sunshines, rainbows, and lollipop. Yeah, like, even in 7, you don't even get religion in 7. Like, there is no church bad there. Hell, I don't think there's even church bad in, like, 8 or 9. It's really, like, 10? Because they based an entire religion around sin. And let's see, 13 was a definite one. And 14, like, the entire Ishgard thing had its problems. But that's not really... They don't really sit back and say faith in general is the problem. It's just like this one case where it's definitely an analog to the Catholic Church is fucked.
Hey,
yeah, kind of has to be. It was a little death cult. But then past that, I'm not really sure. Like Quest 64, the church isn't evil. The church is a good thing. Chrono Cross definitely has some religious places, but it's not really church evil there. I think the entire thing is... It's not typically a god in every single game. It's more like a being that has obtained godlike power, or a god within a universe, but that's only in something that has multitude of gods. Yeah. Hello, Spencer. So, like, I'm not really sure, because sometimes you get a very decent take on it. It's like, okay, if you think like Bayonetta, it's like, oh, there's really nothing truly evil about the angels outside of because you're a witch, they're basically against you. But both heaven and hell in that game want to take over Purgatorio, which is technically the human world. So it's kind of like neither one of them should really do it, and there's an eternal war.
I should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.
Okay, so how many of these? Yes, there's like, yeah, that's what it is. Like 20 quests show up. Tales of Symphonia is very much church bad. See, there we go. That's because I haven't played Symphonia. That's kind of might be the big issue. Oh, hey, guess what? We're probably going to be doing side quests for the rest of the night.
FF2 is the most religious Final Fantasy, even beating 10 to me.
Oh yeah, and that one has technically a heaven and a hell, so... Oh god, how many side quests are there? I want to see how many side quests there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really, there's about 5 of these. Plus 6. So there's only like 6 side quests left. Maybe. Unless one of them leads into the other one.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that.
Yeah,
well, anyway,
like Dragon Quest is like the complete opposite. Dragon Quest legitimately is like God is a super boss in 7, but like an optional boss, and only because you're like, hey, you want to fight, and the Almighty is like, yeah, sure. 7's really weird because it kind of tries to do God bad, and then you find out, oh yeah, the person who's parading around as God isn't God. Spoilers for Dragon Quest VII, a 20-year-old game that got a port about 10 years ago. On the 3DS of all things. Man, it's such a shame that we got a port of Dragon Quest VII and 8 on 3DS, but like, it never escaped the 3DS.
You can't call yourself poop shit and if you're not willing to be fart queefing to protect the turd shit nuggets.
What? I think it depends upon what kind of god it is. As I said, I think it became a thing in like a lot of the other ones where they wanted to kind of be contrarian to like beliefs. Or let's even say this, like even within Japanese like yokai type of things, there's like demons, but like everything is a god, or you have gods within other religions, and sometimes gods are assholes. It's not so much God that's evil, so much God will fulfill his promise if he promises to destroy you, regardless of moral implication. God wants order. At least in SMT4, he wants order. I have never beaten Apocalypse, so I've never gotten up to Yahweh. Because he exists. And you fight his golden bald head. Even though Yahweh might actually just be some weird multiverse subconscious of like something that might actually have some other power behind it, but
from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick.
Both Jesus and Lucifer are kind of on your side. Neither seemingly
except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Another blacksmithing blues quest. Let me make sure. Oh, there is 2 more. Also, fuck. We are going to prioritize this. So there was about, yeah, there were 10. 3, 3, and 1, or 3, 3, 3, and 1. Fuck. So I guess we're doing all these side quests tonight before we even try to attempt. Let me. Is there a way I can see all the side quests I've done? Hello everybody, hello Sean. Is Dave's and Dom's fault? Well, I guess it's Dave's and Dom's fault. Oh, welcome in. We've hit, I'm pretty much like doing side quests for the rest of the night, it seems, because there's 10 of them that just popped up. I'm going to start counting because I think I remember reading this 73 side quest period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh boy, 51, 52. So this will put it at 62. So God, there must be a lot of it. How's it going? It's going well. We got our ass beat by Odin again. Maybe
With Canva in the hands
shut
of a
up.
cashier.
Yes, I can.
You suck.
I have the ability to count.
Preferably one as well hidden
Let me
as the
double check
ironworks.
this whole thing. Side quests. FX6. No, of course it defaults to fucking 14 for some reason. Do you mean side quests in 14? I don't. Google. 76 side quests. Damn. It feels like it. They've really built him up.
Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no. We still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you want some
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell.
Heizava, have you played any of the Onimusha games?
No, I have
it's
not.
It's like Yakuza meets Resident Evil. It seems
I
pretty
wouldn't
cool.
say it's like those, but
That they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South over in
but
Dalmatia.
I have not played the Onimusha games. It's one of those things I kind of want to do, but
All right then.
I haven't gotten around to them.
Will do.
I know that there was a remaster or port of the first game, but I don't own it, so okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be the rest of the night.
So, she don't need sails or oars, but she's still...
But no.
How do you...
What? Why same
I'm
as it ever was?
surprised how well PS2 games like the original Onimusha hold up. They still look presentable for some reason.
Art style.
I'm not sure what it is.
It's art style. Like, the vast majority of that stuff is usually art style that holds itself up. Captain Doris. Any of the Cursebreaker is growing concern of the well-being of our captain, despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her. Lady Doris refused all sort of fucking goddamn it.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was.
Avalon, I'm going. Lady Doris refused all of citizens. If not for too much trouble, I ask you to speak with the captain and learn what troubles her deeply.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
Let me
what
eat the apple.
PS3 games would you consider to be particularly artistic then?
Maybe
I need something for comparison.
PS3 games? I don't know, but like PS2... Honestly, a lot of the JRPGs out of the PS2 era are, I think, hold up very well with with their artistic style. Like even Rogue Galaxy and a lot of the
Where are you?
lesser known JRPGs.
I'm looking for Doris.
Fate and Kaitos also kind of holds up well, artistically at least.
My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself.
But as for PS3, the problem with it is...
What was the mission?
Not a lot of games in the PS3 era have like artistic styles that hold up.
The bearers you helped
A
liberate
lot of
to talk about their imprisonment and about their captor.
The Slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
Yeah, lovely. So after this is done.
Yes. I hope everything's
Same as it
alright.
ever was. Same as it ever was.
Doris insists on going alone.
Same as it ever was.
Maybe Cole's
Same
right
as
to
it
be
ever
worried.
was.
Wait, hold on. Was that the hunts that I'm... Oh, okay. Making sure that wasn't the hunts. Okay, there's a couple around here. I'm going to go for this one first. As for the PS3, the problem with the PS3 is that like that was during an era where a lot of games ended up going for a more realistic style, and also you didn't really have a lot of Japanese games coming out, considering that Japan didn't really know how to handle HD tech. Like, I could probably sit back and say, even though I don't like it, Final Fantasy 13 does still have an artistic style to it.
Damn it.
That is
The whole village is turned.
that is neat. And like that is like the best thing to I can say about it is Final Fantasy 13 looks artistically cool. Supposedly that game also cleans up very well in like 4K. Past that, it's really hard to even go into 7th gen saying stuff. So as long as you mean like PS2 and not PS3. It's kind of the reason why I'm kind of... If we're getting a Switch 2, if sometime this month or next month, Nintendo trots out and says, here you go, here's the successor to the Nintendo Switch, a Switch 2, where we can sit back...
I guess that makes sense because I can't name a lot of JRPGs for the PS3.
There aren't a lot. There aren't a lot. Like... If I think about like JRPGs in that era, there's only like about 3 or 4 that kind of come to mind, besides like 13. Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey which are both Mistwalker games. The studio that Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, made after he left the company. And God, I just PS3, God, and Nier Automata.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Oh, not Nier Automata. Fuck, just Nier. Oh, and I guess Drakengard as well, though that doesn't really count. Thinking of the wrong fucking Niers.
Thanks, boy.
Well, it's just as well. Nothing new is any good in the West, thus Japan is all we have for good games and such.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of how I feel at this point. Like, every single good game I have played in the last 5 years has been Japanese. Even if it has a more Western style to it. Like, even this, I can sit back and say, this has a much more Western edge to it in its looks. Kind of, even fucking the Resident Evils and the even the Resident Evils and the what is it, the DMC5, with how the RE engine looks, those are still great games. Even if RE3 Remake wasn't as perfect as people wanted it to be. Oh, fuck.
I needed that.
Honestly, I just
Kim
wish...
Jong-un could totally rack up a ton of PR points by coming out with a better anime than Avatar: The Last Airbender Legend of Korra.
What? I know it might not be realistic. Oh yeah, they did remake Nier 1. The weird thing about Nier, that one, is that I kind of wish they did a fucking DLC with Daddy Nier. I really wish they had done a DLC with Dad Nier.
Oh, I guess we were talking about games, not anime.
Yeah.
But the point I meant was other Asian countries could make their own anime and games to take advantage of the market.
Should be somewhere nearby.
Some of them kind of do.
Assuming she's still here.
I mean, Korea is a big one, but Freezy, I don't have. You don't have to ask me permission for you wanting to vor fucking Avalon. Have at it. Just make sure it's consensual, and you don't ever talk to me about it ever again.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me.
Of course your mind goes to vor. You said that you want to eat Avalon like a Ryuk.
That the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away. And then
I'm just saying what it is. Calling it out. Showcasing what it could be, what it is. What it is, what it is.
I'd say so.
What it is, what it is.
She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Where? Oh, all the way over there. Can I teleport all the way over there? Damn, yes I can. Hello, Revenant Fox. So drunk, Lamau. Well, hopefully you got some good shit. Some of the good shit.
That's better.
It's been a while since I got drunk. I think the last time I got drunk was during the godforsaken Battletoads stream.
Come on.
So I was sitting back and was thinking about eventually later on this year when I do my New Year's Eve stream, like I have ended up thinking about what potentially I'll be streaming normally.
Good.
Because so far it's like, oh yeah, my current game of the year is Resident Evil 4. I can probably do that in a stream. 4 pints of very lager, 6 double rums and cokes, and cigarettes I should have been smoking. Damn.
Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
You drank? What if your child audience follows your example? What are you talking about?
Like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready.
What child audience? What part of the giant warning that you see nowadays when you click the stream
it appears we have company.
Says children?
Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
But I think I found out what the donation goal would be for.
Too slow.
Like, what bad game you could force me to play? I just have to figure out, is it worth dragging other people into it? Because I think I know. I think I know exactly what game is the worst game this year by far, in such a way where it might be funny. Right now. You got the prime months for me, Is young audience what? And sadly it's a Nintendo game. I think, and granted it's still gonna be like 5 months from now, 6 months from now, I'm gonna set up a donation goal for like $200 to play Everybody 1-2 Switch, and then drag you motherfuckers in to try to do it. Because hey, you can use your smart devices to play along. Because Nintendo tried to make a Jackbox, but failed at making a Jackbox.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
She wants to fuck.
Sid. Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her
Yo, favor. It's just like my Metal Gear Solids.
Surely.
She's like
We
Big
had our
Boss.
fun, too.
Wait, sorry. She's like Solid as
You're always
Snake.
so eager to learn.
By the way, I'm reading Overlord, the manga. In Volume 6, Sign sends a high-level lich and an army of skeletons to conquer the Lizardman tribe. The main Lizardman defeats the lich, though.
Yo, thank you. Lizardman
Clever
supremacy.
All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
Are you gonna kill her?
I recommend checking it out. It's the first few eps of
Perhaps
season
that's the
2 of the
reason I loved
anime.
you so.
The lizard tribe could be its own spin-off story, honestly. Oh yeah, he also gets the lizard princess.
It's an isekai. He always gets all the women.
I am not the killer she wanted
Isekais
me
end
to
up
be.
being harem
Not
animes.
anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're
Oh no, it wouldn't be you wouldn't have to pay for it.
for everything.
I said that like
Now,
if I
I'd better
wanted
let
to
these
sit
bearers know that they're
back,
safe.
I would force y'all to join me for whatever one won to Switch. So probably what's going to be the worst like game this year.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put coals
Because
behind
Nintendo
these.
tried to make a Jackbox game, but failed to make a Jackbox game. Wait, you just transported me back to the... Oh wow, we're just going straight back to the hideaway. But you wouldn't have to get anything. It'll all be fine.
Sid.
As long as y'all don't put
Doris's
penises on
message just
things.
arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly.
It costs money.
Oh, and we'll have
Crazy, it doesn't cost money to use to... It would only cost me money. Kind
She
of like
mentioned one or two things in
Jackbox.
her report.
I would have to
So the
buy
slayer
it.
we've been chasing all these months
And
was a
then
former
for
Overlord.
y'all to...
subverts that trope
I'd
by
known.
having the MC get
She's
his
been arrested,
harem
by the
right
way,
at the start.
over in Sambrecht.
It's mostly for comedy
quietly,
relief,
or
honestly.
so we're told.
Anyway, I will
She
read
won't
up
be
to the
getting off
last
lightly.
volume the library
Empire
has,
may
which
have
is
no
like
love for
10 or
bearers,
so.
But it's none too fond of black market
What it would
traders either.
be, I would buy it, and then you would have to use a smart device to scan a QR code to participate in
Hope
it.
so. Suppose you should know, eh?
And then it would be
Quite the pass yourself
stupid.
before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
Basically,
The Curse Breakers
Nintendo
would be
failed to
lost
make an actual Jackbox game, and it's really funny. Hello,
Keep up the
Rock.
good work, Cole.
And after seeing it, after seeing parts of it, I realized, nope. Hello, Rift. I just drank. I'm not drinking again. And after seeing things from it, I went, wow. Drank more. No. Okay, that's done. So, okay. World map. I guess go here. So many side quests popped up, and there's probably another 14 side quests I'll pop up after I start doing the next set of things. Wait, is that really the... Okay. Yeah, okay, it's across the ruins, that's why. Oh, I should also set up the abilities with Shiva.
Kind of random, but there is a popular new podcast format where two guys sit at a table of 8 women and ask them silly questions. I could see you doing that with a bunch of tubers. It would need 3D table and studio though.
That's just like any kind of like just chatting or collab. Deals continuous damage altered to become trap offensive. Oh, that has maximum stun. Knocking him back. Hold on. I'm gonna grab Rhyme. Let's see here. Oh, we're insufficient with that.
Zava on the
What?
podcast. So, which one of y'all squirts the farthest?
Shut up, no. Shit. If I use Rhyme and that other thing. Let's see. I'm gonna put Shiva on this. I'm going to put Rhyme on this. That way it holds them in place and does the thing. But I also do want to keep. How about this? Will of the Wicks and then Impulse on this. Let's see if that works out.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Today I learned to give a pickle ass. What?
Who do you think squirts father?
Yeah, Daily Dose.
Juniper or Buff Pup?
What? I am not going to comment upon which VTubers might squirt hard or farther or whatever. You never knew those people referred to that as Daily Dose? Like, that's the reason for the green and purple, and like everybody referred to it as Daily Dose for the longest time. Oh, there's still the bomb. Fuck. I was going to try to drag it into the fucking... Never did heat it. Or as that one gif, nah. I mean, the reason why I ended up being calling it Daily Dose is because motherfuckers would post it daily on V.
2 down, 1 to go.
Oh, there's one in Tabard. Fuck. Now it makes sense, yeah. VTuber squad.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Oh, I should also buy some.
Would you like to see my wares?
No. 3.
You are?
2.
Certainly.
And you know what? Buy the orchestron.
Thank you.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw. Keen to help us out again?
I am. Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Damn it.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You,
Yes. I don't want to do anything else.
Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, but it won't come to that. I promise.
It hasn't come to that before, so it won't come to that now.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Oh, it's just a bull. I thought it was going to be more than just a bull and 3 dogs.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Whoops. I did that too soon.
Too slow. Nice try.
There we go.
Muhammad!
Wrong button. I didn't want to do that one. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Aw. Nope. Yeah. Damn it. Shit. There we go. That's the dodge I want. That funny dodge that No, I'm sorry. If it happens off stream, I'm not doing shit about it. Hey. Okay, that isn't as much as I thought it would be.
It's over.
That's such a short dodge. Oh, if I do it double... If I double tap it, that's what it does. That leaves the thing. Griffin. Okay, that's what it does. Come on.
Too slow.
Nope. Stay here. Back. There we go.
Is that it?
Huh?
Apparently not.
Oh. Oh, fuck off. That's just... That's just the Final Fantasy XIV boss. Okay, most of it was...
Getting past me.
This is the Final Fantasy XIV Chimera. Okay, it's a lot buffer, but... If I have to start going inside and outside, depending upon the heads, I'm fucked.
Nice try.
Okay. At least it actually isn't like inside, outside, inside, outside. The ram's voice, the lion's voice.
Too slow.
Why did it move so far? I hate when it does that. Stay in place. Oh wait, that was all... no, not that. I got out of my mode. Oh yeah, no, there it is. Nope, there it is, the ram's voice, and then it will have the other one.
Nice try.
Yep. Dragon's voice. I didn't have anything set up for that.
Nice try.
If it wasn't for the fact that I fought this thing so many goddamn times in 14, in that fucking stupid dungeon.
Nice try.
I would assume that the reference would have been lost on me. Or the how this fight is designed would have been lost on my ass. It's like you can tell that the 14 team might do it. Sharpfang, meteorite. Shut up. Cutters cry, yes, I know.
Did I miss any?
Man alive! You stood in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
But what if later is now? What if later is like 2 seconds from now?
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things, but mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so
You didn't do anything,
I
Blackthorn.
shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened, I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true.
I'm gonna be making some subs tomorrow.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravost what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept. But I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw. Back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
A seal. Wow.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry, and they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravost in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Cool, we're going all the way back there. Wait. We have 1, 2, 3 of those. No, I want map. And we still got the other one. Fucking Brit doesn't know flavor. What? What? Pastrami is a type of meat, pepper jack is a kind of cheese, and brown mustard's mustard.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Am I just going to get the sword? We're not even going to have to do the thing? Wait, you don't like mustard, period? Crazy? Jesus. Why are you such a picky eater? Jesus Christ, this is why you and your kind like beans on toast.
We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping you'd say.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you...
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time, mate.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. They're happy now. Give me my sword. Give me my sword. Give me my sword. God. Go to what? Go to Damerung design draft. What fucking diagram detailing the steps of forged or sword that might slay a god. Go to Damerung recipe unlock. Fucking goddamn Germans and their weird words. I got Ragnarok on me, right? Okay. What does it require?
What do you want?
I just want to see. Oh, we can craft Ice Brand, which is better than the sword they just gave me. Orichalcum, Dark Steel, and Primitive Battle Horn. So Dark Steel is probably something I get from Odin. Orichalcum I can probably just get. I need Ragnarok though. And Primitive Battle Horn is definitely something for is definitely a behemoth. But Ice Brand gives me more attack and everything, so we're going to do this.
I do say so myself.
Still need to find stuff for Ouroboros and the Sons of Ouroboros.
And?
The stew's awfully thin these days.
All right. Let me go check the one in Martha's Rest before I go try to do the other two or other ones in other places. It's actually a moth. Okay.
Gotterdammerung, Twilight of the Gods, 1, WWV86D, is the last in Richard Wagner's cycle of 4 music dramas titled Der Ring des Nibelungen, The Ring of the Nibelung, or The Ring Cycle or The Ring for short. It received its premiere at the Bayreuth Festspielhaus on the 17th of August 1876, as part of the first complete performance of the whole work.
So it's a song, a German song.
I'd like you to take something to Sir
That they're
Wade.
taking for that they're
Seeds
dealing
for
with.
planting.
Yeah,
It was about
yeah.
time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude. But now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves.
The title is a
So it's up to us
translation
to
into
teach
German
'em.
of the Old Norse
If you're
phrase
wondering
Ragnarok,
why you-
which in Norse mythology
the
refers
Wagners
to a
Yeah, I know
prophesied
that
war
part.
among various
back
beings
with
and
more and
gods
more
that
reports of
ultimately
Akashic
results in
around
the
the village
burning,
of Lane.
immersion in water,
Wade's
and
putting a
renewal
brave
of the
face on
world.
it.
As
But
with
I
the
think
rest
even
of the
he's
ring,
starting to worry.
however, Wagner's
he's likely
account
to share those
diverges
concerns with
significantly from
anyone,
these Old
it's
Norse
you.
sources.
All right.
Thanks. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost, and chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
She's an expert in filling holes.
Shush. Talking about the hole in your head where your mouth is. Filling that hole. Wait, shit, that doesn't help. Wait, that doesn't make it better. Shit.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Here's some seeds. Like some Geishol greens.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing
Oh no!
In. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's right.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not...
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians? What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
Sure.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
What? Okay, good. Okay, that was just a weird transition.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
No.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you.
Well, shit.
Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, I'm going to hand her a frying pan to rally these people.
What are you doing? All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me?
There was at least one more in recent memory
Lord
that has done that.
My lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm.
Oh no, there they are.
And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
I'm not even sure what I'm doing now. There's so many things going off because I've decided to put everything here. All of the fucking particles and effects and all of them.
It's over.
Oh. I do think it's kind of weird that it also affects like creatures. Like, I assume that creatures just can't use magic and that's the reason why they get affected by it. Like the overflood of ether.
Farewell.
Because they're like, oh, well, the bearers, they don't get affected, and dominants don't get affected by ether flood. I guess these guys don't get affected either just because, or get affected because they just can't use magic, so. I'm trying to think about like the last game I saw like a woman using cooking materials for that. And I might actually be thinking of Chrono Cross because I only played that, what, last year for the first time? I guess Fortnite technically has like cooking weapons. And you can equip it on with a woman. Shut up. I was never good. That's the problem, Freezy. I was never good.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men... I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Oh no, the rest is going to die. Because just like the rest.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I hate that. I hate that I can't do it in this town. Fuck you, game.
Next one's mine. I might not know one. Fly, Ambrosia.
No, don't care about the goblins. They can goblin these nuts for all I care.
Hey, work a little harder.
I am. Look, we're here.
There it is. With me, Torgal. Nice try. Too slow.
It's dead.
As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of. My cup is on the table. Our love is spilling, waiting here for you to take and drink
All
of.
right. Back to East Pool.
And it's dead. And it's dead. And it's dead.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Oh yeah, I forgot this entire quest started with seeds.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
Yeah, we went to
goblins from the Stillwind Marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Damn, I just realized we've spent most of this stream, like, what, half an hour with just the main storyline, and then like the last hour and a half with side quests, and
so if you're tired of the same old story, turn some pages. I'll be here when you are ready to roll with the changes.
And I've only beaten, what, 3 side quests?
It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it, before I change my mind.
I'm starting to think that I'm not going to beat this game this week.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet
Unless
again.
I actually just start
And a home
beelining.
to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but
I
Never
knew it
stopped
had
to
to
think what it would
happen.
mean.
Felt the tables
Bearers in
turning.
charge of
Got me
themselves,
through my
thinking for
darkest
themselves,
tower.
working
I
for
heard the
themselves.
thunder clapping.
Not your hideaway,
Felt the desert
not even
burning.
hidden away.
Until you poured on
Though I
me.
suppose the rest
Like a
ain't much
sweet
different
sun shower.
nowadays.
Nah,
You
it
know,
sounds like there's so much that I didn't account
Bearers
for.
living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact,
No.
that's how. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work, told me I was giving them relief but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father start.
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
And then they ate food. Quest complete. Oh. Another thing to display in that. Oh, I bet you a lot of these are going to be...
Her stomach is empty. Put a baby in it, now.
No. A lot of these are probably going to be like that, aren't they? Okay. I'm gonna go to Northreach next. Because I bet you there's like 3 of these here. Okay. What do we got? Actually, it only seems to be 1 under new management. That can't be right. But that was 3. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab this one before I head off over there, just in case.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me,
I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not.
He's gay.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec, a man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite
I'm gonna make
mutiny
my
would
own
cost
by
Philippe the
blackjack and
support of his
hookers.
men. If it did not
That's
cost
why
him
I'm
his
building my
life,
base right
given
in the
mood
center
around
where
town,
all the hookers are.
mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf for your services to Northreach? You have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you... And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Sure.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Under new management. Okay.
I may have met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Which way am I going? All right, this way.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
And then he says no. Oh, I guess not. Damn.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command.
Mm-hmm.
If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary.
No.
So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
That's the first time they use Griga as...
revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan.
That's like the first person who's like, don't take her name in vain. Meanwhile, everybody has gone, great Geeker's gash.
Question, but why is everybody human here and in 14 they're furries and elves?
Because this one is less high fantasy.
You needn't fret.
And more low fantasy.
Fan service.
Fan service. I don't want to look up Grieger's gash.
What is it you're after,
I feel like I get spoiled by something.
Opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'll be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Hellmonger is best name of PPC. I mean, it's just a job description, so.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place, and with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Why, your stall is...
Come here.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
It does seem heavily inspired. Yes. It's been constantly mentioned that, like, some members of the dev team are fans of A Song of Fire and Ice.
Those
as in the books.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
Boop, 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 boop. What about you?
You. You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
As long as you remain, the veil will...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
No, I wonder. Oh, he auto vaults over things like that. Oh God, don't. Oh, there he is.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls. Thanks again.
Wow.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Let me guess, this stops, and then, like, I'm gonna have to come back to this later, so that means there's more side quests even after this stuff.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
And then all of that shit happened. Please do not tell me.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it. but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope. And one which still lies within us. We have only to turn our attentions to the Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the... I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Quest complete. Yeah, this is definitely going to end with another quest later on. Just stop talking about Ultima's potential ability to impreg. That is not something I want to think about.
This is no time to ride.
Yes, it is.
Ready, go?
Wait, am I going? No, I'm not going the right way. I need to go this way. Ignore these ones. But this one.
Enough of you, are there? Thanks, Gal.
Wait, hold on. I need to kill the things that have woken. Wait. They can stay there while I can't grab unless I'm out of combat. Shit. The game saw through my ruse.
That's all of them.
All right.
A wine conundrum.
So nothing left in Simbrek. I come back here and I still got these 3 left here. Oh boy. Oh, dude. Tick tock, tick tock. Any common FM enemies that I miss? Tonberries. I want to fight a tonberry.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
It's the ultimate in like making sure you don't get one-shotted. Because fucking tonberries typically one-shot.
So, she don't need sail.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid.
Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
I'm just thinking about the one time that you fight the Tonberry in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And it's just there, and it's probably one of the harder fights in the game because he just fucking starts one-shotting you. So you have to constantly keep going back and forth.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid! And I ain't about to let your good deed go
It's fine, really. My bag's,
But what if it could be more flexible?
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make
We
a few
we
improvements
can make
to
it.
yeah.
We can make it fit in so much.
buy me a bigger...
How about
No.
that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we
Well,
needed to
we
perfect
need to. We need to make it hold so much. Be so flexible.
It's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it. I promise.
Yeah, well, it's fine. This is about the implication. You're talking about actual impregnancy.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it.
Yeah, and all the
Well,
Medor
get some
says,
practice in using that
I'm
metal
doing
anyway.
implications.
Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here, maybe even out there. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Okay, we got a new baggie. How many? Inventory maximized. High potions to 8, high potions to 5, and the tonics to 4 each. With 2 Ds. Upgrade potency and inventory is less than the maximum. Yeah, we've double D'd our fucking potions and whatnot. Okay. Actually, first, maybe I can see if I did get anything good. I feel like I should have by now.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
19, another 100, or less than 100. All I need is 70. So by the time I'm done with these next 3, I should have enough. God, there's so many. Really, if I just do enough for the Genji
Best
gloves,
of luck out there, Sid.
should be fine.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Okay, we got all of those. So all we need is these 3.
Take that, you naughty...
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats.
And more towards their
Firmly at the
groins.
helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
So I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, I should do a couple of 9 o'clock streams.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Like, because I'm just looking at like what side quests remain.
Ah, Sid. I thought you'd have returned
Across
to
the 3 main zones, there seems to only be 3 left, and then most of them are going to be in the center area as soon as we get to the last part. So that might mean that Thursday's stream might be a lot more side quests as well. Because Jesus Christ.
His bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits, and he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon, at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across...
Leave it with me.
I mean, hell, we only have 3 of these left.
Ready, go?
Right now. I'm willing to go to like 1:30 tonight. And then hopefully get to the point where I can clean out at least a bit. But at least one of these streams has to be fucking just all side quests. I think the problem I'm having is like how much of the beginning of the game is like we'll do 2 side quests at a time, and then they decide to dump all of it like right
that
now.
Must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off!
Muhammad!
I'm going to put all of you into the tornado. Come here, everybody, come to the funny tornado. No, come to the tornado. Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm so thankful it's not.
Enough.
I don't think they always suck with side quests. I just think like this game's side quests are not that great. Like, at least Tears of the Kingdom has better side quests than Breath of the Wild, from what I've played. At very least, they got shit that I cared about within Breath of the Wild. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
Hmm?
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalamil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. Which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. And quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along that he was...
Which Final Fantasy enemy would you fuck?
Forgive me for
And you
disturbing
can't say the
but
sexy girl ones.
Could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of
So
Merchants.
I can't pick a boss.
That's
Is
right.
that what you're saying?
I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
So I can't
The
just cheat
rumors
and say the
that he's a
Magus
bearer.
sisters.
All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry,
This
my
will-
lord, but he lied to us. He lied to
That's
you.
basically a
He cannot
sexy
be
woman
trusted.
is off the
So what do you
table.
propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalamil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Let's see. Let's look at the list.
Why the hell would Victor take
So I can't say something like Garuda, obviously.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor.
I'm going to take...
They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end.
You know what? I'm going to take the easy route out.
No,
I'm going to say a flan. How about that?
Your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end, and so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against.
Oh yeah, like
Only united
Ozymandias.
can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this, but it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here, your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then, I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind.
Well, that one's complete. With a to be continued esque fucking thing. Alright. 2 more. And then maybe I can get a little bit of the main quest again. You asked me which one it would be, and then I gave you an honest answer.
A fine choice.
That...
You
the tonics, even though I barely ever use them.
Farewell.
Where is... oh, here.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
When I go to heaven, Harley Harley Heaven. I want to meet a king. Like the Panhead 48. I
Don't
want to
blame
meet
yourself,
the fat
Elle.
one.
This is
We
their
can talk
fault,
for
not
hours.
yours.
When my time
know,
has
but
come, babe.
No
I
buts
won't be
about
running
it,
late.
all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
Oh no, all this work we did ain't going to go anywhere.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now, and if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
A lot of talking, and therefore I can't shut up. I'm working. I'm working my hardest.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
Rats.
When are they gonna let us through?
Did you see it too? Lights in the sky over the Dominion.
I did. Is it war, do you think?
Man. That's just a water.
Good girl.
Yeah.
I wonder why that thing hasn't like completely filled up. Like over the years and years and years and years.
Time to fight.
Like it has to drain somewhere, right?
You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the Consortium?
Here they are now.
We're just gonna meet out
You
here?
wish to consult with me.
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The Consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Something doesn't seem right. Am I just not going to fight? Is that what this, how this storyline ends? Just nothing?
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock.
I just gotta say this,
attack.
Eloise is so
A pack of
fiend.
beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Are we gonna have to fight another dragon? I hate fighting dragons. I hate fighting dragons this game. Yeah, okay.
Good girl.
No, this way. Okay, the fact that he doesn't, the chocobo doesn't turn well with the camera kind of sucks. Don't care.
I can walk from here.
What's the situation?
What girl will they bang? Who knows? Everybody has a different one.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. But the whole area's flooded with ether. We just have to pray he makes it...
I can do better than that.
Oh hey, the area that I said it was going to be like a boss fight actually is a boss fight.
Ambrosia now. Ambrosia won't help me here.
Just not one via hunt.
Faster!
Oh, I cannot go into the water. That sucks.
Where are you, Theo?
Ain't nothing here but dogs.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Put everybody into the tornado. Here we go. Nope, you two, you need to go into the tornado. There we go.
Farewell. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, there it is. A dragon.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Nice try. Too slow. That's better.
Okay. This.
Nice try.
Damn. Why did you go too far away from me? Nope. Oh, this thing. Come on. Yo, I did over 100k damage.
Nice try. Too slow. Blizzard!
Bring him down. It's about to die. There we go. Good thing it kept on taking damage during that. Good thing it actually took damage during the little pull down cutscene.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh, wait.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not, for keeping
else dream.
Theodore! Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
El.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, El.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
God, I was only 10 away. Wait, no. 10 away, or am I 10 over? Oh well. Last side quest for now. Something to do with a town that we just passed through. Oh wait, it's these guys. I forgot.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Sure.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village, after but a short...
Thank you.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn.
Beauty Undying.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope you know.
Ah. Okay, so down there.
Friendly.
I just realized that I still haven't uncovered all of the map here. Most of that's been uncovered, or all of that, but not the stuff down here. I should be able... No, now I can't, right? Not that path.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
This way, this way, this way. I just want to give her comfort. Also, a shoulder to lean on. A chest to cry into. Ignore those guys. This way? Kind of. Nope, don't care. Don't care.
This won't be easy.
I wonder if there's still any more hunts. Like after I do this, would there be any more hunts?
Enough of you, are there?
Ooh.
Straight home now.
That's a It's not that I can't kill him, it's that I refuse to. Oh no, everybody's dead. No shit, how are they supposed to teach me now?
You'll pay for this.
I don't think they give a shit.
There may still be survivors.
I need to learn what they have to give me. Is it the game's choice to not have music right this second? I assume it is, because I don't hear shit. Go into the fire. Go into the tornado. All you motherfuckers go into the tornado. Oh no, the tornado's gone. Never mind. Hello, any survivors? I'm looking for survivors.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
Oh boy, it's gold. Fuck you.
Too slow.
Oh come on, why is it allowed to do that? Why is it allowed to be on the outside of the arena? Come on.
Too slow.
Really? New enemies? Okay, it dead. Everything is dead. Or dying. Mages are stinky. Who would ever be a magic user? It's better to just fight one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Oh, at least some of you survived.
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
Yes.
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence,
If
Lord
they're so undying, why are those
Cyril
ones
told me of
dead?
your work here, and I agree to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
It seems like to be the entire map of this place. Boop.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
Did it teach you anything? No. So they died for naught.
I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends.
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord.
I will not consider it.
If you will permit me to respond. Our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute, and we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him as first shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
Duty.
I do. Then we are of the same mind, and it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Sure. Sure, weird cult. Oh, hey, level up. Breath of Ice, Ice Age. Alright, that seems to be all the side quests. And I got a new area. I assume that's everything for all of these areas. I mean, that's definitely it for this one. And this place. Yeah. So I guess the only map that we haven't seen is this one. In fact, let's try to get over there. Let's try to get over there. Start the main quest up.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
No hunts. Oh, but I do have enough for one of these rewards.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
We are in shadow that quicken the fire burst away from the shadows do we serve our lord, and that would be his wings, the Undying. Ring of Swift Shot.
You earned this.
Okay, we only have 2 more. One in like 360.
All done?
I bet you there's be like a bunch of hunts due to it.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
A nameless slum.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
It's water. Jar of water.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost.
Shut up, bitch!
No, you shut up.
Place. I set
Yeah,
one on the river
Dion's
for
still
her when
alive.
she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I see new hunts. The hunts didn't pop until right this second. I hate you, video game. Why couldn't you do it like 2 seconds ago? The tricephallic terror? Caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. TM Televid had aspects of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all in one. I contest it might be not but mirage, but Phantom brought upon the desert heat, but the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. So it's another chimera.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Shut
Barnabas
up, bitch!
Farm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canva's streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Where did you come from? Why? Why? I was just progressing. Why did you put another one up?
Please, you're great. Ah, my Lord Marquis.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might.
What time?
It's your
What?
brother.
Oh, this is 1:45.
His condition continues to worse, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger, and thankfully a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help?
Sure.
For Joshua.
Thank you.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes.
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Okay. Shit. I feel like... Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm saving. We will continue this on Thursday. God. So many side quests. Why do they keep on making more side quests? They just keep coming. They'll just keep coming. Anyway, tomorrow I'm Homestuck Lulu. Then Thursday and Friday more 16. Probably won't beat it. It probably won't happen. I'm sorry. It probably won't happen. We're not gonna beat it this week. Holy shit.
What a shame.
I'm gonna hit a button. Where are we going?
You suck.
Shush. Abigail. Abigail is doing some just chatting, but that's fine. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow night over at Lulu's channel. Have a good night.